What is going on, YouTube? Homeless Face here, aka RedHorseNoggle, and I am back with another video on the channel here for you guys. Hopefully all of you are in the confines of your homes, comfy, safe, healthy, and nothing but just safety overall for you guys. I know quarantine has been a little bit of a rough ride for you guys, and trust me, I am on the same boat as you guys. Quarantine has got me tired. I already want to go outside and do something, but unfortunately the virus is still spreading and it's still affecting a lot of people, so it's just better if we stay home as of right now. But what matters at the end of the day is that everyone's safe and everyone's getting better and we're all getting back on our feet. So hopefully all of you guys are safe and well during this unfortunate time. But regardless of that, today's video I want to focus on the future. And when I mean the future, I mean we're in that time of year where the next Call of Duty is about to be revealed. With all the craziness that's going on outside in the world, not that much COD 2020 news has been, leaked or has popped out as of late. So for this video, I compiled a list for you guys of things that we currently do know about Call of Duty 2020 and what might come with the game and what might not come with the game, and what's confirmed, what's not confirmed, what's a rumor, what's not true, things like that. Keep in mind, guys, all of this is not officially confirmed. Some of it is true and you can actually look up online and get the sources, but some of these are actually reported but not officially confirmed, but it's something that we know so far. So please take all these points with a grain of salt. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. So the first thing that we actually know about Call of Duty 2020 is that Treyarch is going to be the main developer for this year's Call of Duty. They're actually replacing Sledgehammer Games and Raven, since they were originally in charge of Call of Duty 2020, but things got out of hand, as Kotaku reported last year. So this is pretty much old news, and it's what's been confirmed pretty much, which is pretty much the only thing that people actually know about this year's Call of Duty so far, is that Treyarch is going to develop it, and there was a whole situation with Sledgehammer and Raven about creative differences, such things like that. So Activision said, you know what, Treyarch is going to be in charge of the next Call of Duty. So Treyarch is now in charge of this year's Call of Duty, which means they've only had 2 years to develop this Call of Duty. So yeah, Treyarch is going to be the main developer for this game, so it's going to be a sort of collaboration in a way. So it's going to be Sledgehammer, Raven, because technically they did most of the ideas. They probably got a good portion of the game done, but I think what Treyarch is doing is kind of putting their own idea on the Call of Duty that they're making currently, and just put their sort of elements, maps, such things like that. So who knows? This is literally like a 3-dev team game. So it's gonna be a mixture of Sledgehammer, Raven, and Treyarch. But Treyarch is going to be the lead developer studio for this year's Call of Duty. Next thing on the list is about David Vonderhaar, our boy David Vonderhaar. We all miss him, don't we? From the Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 days, and now we're here talking about Call of Duty 2020. With the possibility of him actually being back on the multiplayer team, since I don't think this year they're gonna do Battle Royale, but it's a possibility they might do Battle Royale this year. But Treyarch, or David Vonderhaar, actually has teased on Twitter that there is a possibility that he is on the multiplayer team now, since on Black Ops 4 he was working on mostly Blackout, but now that they're not really focused on the Battle Royale aspect of Call of Duty, David Vonderhaar, we believe, or it's not confirmed officially, but we do know that there's a possibility that David Vonderhaar might be back on the multiplayer side of the team. So if you check his Twitter and stuff, he talks about some Call of Duty stuff here and there. But if you guys notice on his Twitter page, David Vonderhaar actually put his background as black, so it's a sign of things to come. So I don't think David Vonderhaar is going anywhere with Treyarch, so he might be one of the lead developers or one of the lead designers, who knows, of the multiplayer side of Call of Duty 2020. So that's good to hear, because Black Ops 4 multiplayer was a bit of a mess in my opinion. But with David Vonderhaar back on board, or possibly back on board, it's going to be a miracle, because David Vonderhaar is responsible for, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Whether you liked those games or not, he did a lot of work on those games. And those are some of the most beloved games. It's one of the most beloved franchises in the Call of Duty franchise. So, yeah, David Vonderhaar back on the multiplayer team is also a possibility. Or it might be a possibility, who knows. But that's what we know so far, is that he might be back on the multiplayer team, which I hope is true. Because if he's back on the multiplayer team, then multiplayer can probably be good again. Good again. So I'm hoping that is true personally. Next thing we do know officially, and this was actually stated by Activision from their conference call, is that the game will release this fall. I would say most probably they're aiming for an October release, but with the whole virus situation going on, I would not be surprised if they push back the release date a month or two. So instead of October, like they're usually going for now, they started going October release date when Black Ops 4 came out, and then Modern Warfare, and then now we're on COD 2020. So because of the whole virus situation, and so people have to work from home and stuff, it is a possibility that the release date might be pushed back to what it used to be, which was in November. So to me, that's fine, or even possibly December actually. I would be fine with that. More time equals a pushback release date equals more time for the developers to fix the game and just get some final touches in there. So any time a new release date is announced, I'm happy for the developers, because it gives them more time. It gives them more time to polish the game and stuff like that. So we don't know. All we know is that the game's gonna release this fall, but due to the virus situation, it's a possibility that it might come out November or December. And if they were to choose one of them, I think they would want to release the game as soon as possible. But it is a possibility that Activision might want to, go for a December release date, just for the simple fact they want to get on those Christmas deals or those Christmas sales. So quite a possibility, but who knows? All we know so far is that the game will release this fall. Most probably October. I will put my money on October, but it is a possibility that it might be a different month. Next thing we do know, or is a rumor as a matter of fact, about the next Call of Duty, is that it is not officially a Black Ops reboot, but instead it's going to be a spin-off set in the Black Ops universe, and it might possibly take place in Vietnam. So that is exciting news. A lot of inside sources, some inside sources are reporting that Vietnam is going to be the official time period of Call of Duty 2020, and to me that's pretty exciting news. That means we get back to the Cold War, the Vietnam War, something interesting and new. Vietnam actually sounds pretty exciting. They're literally gonna throw back to Black Ops 1, and if they make it like Black Ops 1 sort of, then it's going to be a pretty exciting game. So I think Vietnam is the perfect choice for this year's Call of Duty. As I said in my wish list video, I wanted to go back to the Cold War / Vietnam War. Now we're actually getting to the Vietnam War, so that should be pretty exciting, and the campaign should definitely be fun and exciting for that one. And hopefully Treyarch actually makes a campaign this time. I'm betting they're going to make a campaign this year, but who knows? I mean, I guess the campaign backlash from Black Ops 4 probably caused them to have to make a campaign. They probably do have a campaign. I mean, Modern Warfare came back with a campaign. That campaign was pretty good. Too bad the multiplayer in Warzone were a bit shit. But who knows? I would bet my money they would be making a campaign, though. So Vietnam, it might be the official time frame for Call of Duty 2020. It should be an interesting take on the Vietnam War, because we actually haven't really seen that much of the Vietnam War. I know Black Ops 1 did focus on the Vietnam War, but we mostly were in the Cold War era. So it should be interesting just to do a fully fledged Call of Duty based on the Vietnam War. So that should be pretty exciting. Another thing we do know is that this game will be made on the same engine as Modern Warfare. If you ask me, Modern Warfare it's a very good looking game, but the graphics do have their flaws. Like some of the shadows are a little bit too dark. Like, I know when I play Modern Warfare, some people, it's easy to camp at corners and just not even see people. It's hard to see people in the distance. So I hope they're not following the same protocol or same ideas that Infinity Ward were thinking during the development process of Modern Warfare, and Treyarch just does their own twist on the Modern Warfare engine. So hopefully Treyarch doesn't make the same mistakes that Infinity Ward did, making it, I mean, the graphics on Modern Warfare, I said, were pretty good, but I just hope that, Treyarch takes, initiative and just fixes a few things and maybe polish it a little bit more, because in Modern Warfare it wasn't bad, but it did have its flaws. It was hard to see people from a distance. I know they were trying to go for a little bit of a realism take on the Modern Warfare game, but I didn't think that really worked out that much. So hopefully Treyarch does their own twist. I have faith in Treyarch that they will do the right thing and they will do a good job with, the graphics side of this game. Oh, but yeah, we do know that the same engine as Modern Warfare will be used to make COD 2020. And for my Zombies fans out there, we don't even know if Zombies is going to be in the game. Most probably it will be, since it's going to be a Treyarch game. Since it's a Treyarch game, there's a big possibility that Zombies might be in the game. I would probably say I'm like probably 75% sure, or not even 75, 90% sure that Zombies is going to be in COD 2020, because I don't think Treyarch would be that stupid to launch a Call of Duty game without Zombies, because Zombies is their signature mode, and there's a huge fan base for Zombies, so I don't see why they would skip out on Zombies this year. So, and with that, we might be getting a Transit remake at launch. So same way that that Treyarch did with Blood of the Dead on Black Ops 4, they might be doing with Transit, a Transit remake at launch. So it's gonna be one of the base launch maps, or yeah, I was gonna say Season Pass, but Season Pass are out the door. But it's a possibility that Transit might be remade and launched with the next Call of Duty, which should be exciting. Hopefully they get to fix Zombies and do it right this time, because Black Ops 4 Zombies was a bit disappointing in my opinion. A little bit of a downgrade from Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 had incredible zombies. But yeah, hopefully they redeem themselves on the zombie side. We got a new storyline, interesting characters this time, and yeah, should be an interesting year for Zombies, because nobody really knows what's gonna happen now that the main four, Richtofen, Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, they're all gone now. So it's gonna pretty much be a new era of Zombies. So that should be very interesting to see if they do launch Zombies with this game, which most probably they will. Next thing that I want to mention is next gen support. So I mean next gen support, I mean these new consoles, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. We actually don't know if this game COD 2020 is going to launch for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. If I'm willing to bet, I say they will launch on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, just for the simple fact that Activision always wants all the sales on all the consoles possible, except for the Switch, because the Switch is not really that powerful. But PS5 and Xbox Series X is going to launch this fall, or this holiday season as a matter of fact. So I think Treyarch is currently working on porting the game for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and I know Activision wants to capitalize on those next gen consoles. So it wouldn't be a big surprise if this next Call of Duty will be running on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but at the same time launching for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X, or Xbox One. And of course, PC Master Race. Got you guys. The next thing we know is that a reveal is imminent, and it could possibly be this week. So as I'm recording this video, it is officially May 10th of 2020. So we are almost midway through May. So normally they would do it maybe early May, mid-May. Who knows? They might do it at the end of May. But all I'm saying is a reveal is imminent, and the reveal might possibly be this week. Normally they release a trailer like on a Tuesday, I think. Yeah, a Tuesday they normally release the trailer. So a reveal is imminent, and we are probably going to get a trailer. Who knows? We might get a full-on reveal. Multiplayer, zombies, campaign. Who knows? Because of the whole virus situation. But since there's no E3 as well, but there is a Summer Games Fest. But you know, I think they might be saving the multiplayer stuff maybe for July or even August, who knows, depending on if they're going to do a beta or not, which they probably are going to do a beta, because the betas have been very successful as of late, so, for the past few years actually. So I think that we are going to get an official reveal maybe this week. It's a huge possibility it might be this week. We're officially midway through May, so it's pretty much a possibility. And next thing we do know is the official title. Well, we don't know the official title just yet, but we do know an idea for the official title. So it looks like for this year's Call of Duty, they're going to take the World War II route and literally just name it Call of Duty Vietnam. I don't really see a problem with that. I mean, if it's a new IP, then again, new IPs are usually risks for Activision. But then again, if it's a spin-off and it's taking place in the Black Ops universe, then it's not really a huge risk. Maybe just the name alone might scare some people, because it's technically a brand new game. If you guys get what I'm saying, it's a brand new game, but it's still a Black Ops game in a way. Like, it's still Black Ops, but it's just rebranded to fit with the time frame. So if you guys get what I mean. So Call of Duty Vietnam might be the official title for this year's Call of Duty. Same thing as Call of Duty World War II. So not the worst title, but you know, if it's, I mean, they could have come up with something better. I don't know. But like, if you look at, you know, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Ghost, I mean, those games had unique titles, but nowadays they're just focused on, you know, making sure that, you know, each and every game title is fitting with the actual theme. So to them go with Call of Duty Vietnam, I'm fine with it. I don't see a huge problem with it, but I just thought, you know, maybe they could have been a little bit more creative, but who knows. But Call of Duty Vietnam is the rumored title thus far for Call of Duty 2020, and that is what I've compiled for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like out the door. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. You know, what's been rumored, what's been confirmed, what's been denied, you know, and what do you guys want in COD 2020? I'm interested. Comment down below what you guys want in COD 2020. Do you like the fact that it's in Vietnam? Do you like the fact that it's not going to be a complete reboot, but it's just set in the Black Ops universe? A new and interesting story, new zombies. David Vonderhaar might be back on the multiplayer side. You know, comment down below your thoughts on that, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I got stuff coming in soon, so especially since Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty might be announced this week, so who knows. And I will see you guys later. This is RedHorseNoggle. Peace out, guys.